Hey guys, Green Day fan 97 here. Sorry for my absence as I've been busy improving my guitar skills. It seems like a lot of people liked my Father of All review, so I decided to come back and review possibly one of my favorite albums of all time and probably one of the most important ones to be released. Green Day's Dookie. Now, I gotta be honest, I love Green Day's music from the 90s, and they have a lot of great music released during that time. Dookie was released in 1994, and actually next year in 2024 is going to mark 30 years since the album's release. And yes, I do have the 30th anniversary edition of the album, and I do want to clarify real quick in this video, I will not be talking about any of the demos, any of the live performances, or any of the outtakes from the album in this video. It's only going to be the main album. It was their first record released under Reprise Records, and I'm going to be saying what my favorite songs are, and overall what I think of the album. Oh yeah, fun fact, on the original printing of the CD, Ernie was on the back, so go check your copy to see if you have Ernie. But no more about that. Let's listen to this great album. With the first track on the album, it kicks off with Trey pounding on the drums like a madman and Billy's wonderful vocals. The song is about not really caring about anything and just feeling burnt out with no emotions. Well, that's how I see it. Others could view it differently. But overall, this is a great way to start the album, and this song gives you a lot of energy. I really like Trey's drum solo he has in this, and the guitar sounds really good. Now, I'm going to rate all these songs on a scale of 10. So, I give Burnout a 7 out of 10. Again, it's a really good song and a great way to start off an album with a lot of energy. As the second track of the album, it starts off with some power chords, which is pretty much the whole album. Having a Blast is about a suicide bomber. Now, I don't know if I haven't been on YouTube in a little bit, so I don't know if we can say that. So if I'm going to have to edit this later, I might have to censor that. But to get back on track, I'll worry about that later. It's actually a metaphor about Billy Joe's pent-up anxiety, which is a recurring theme throughout this album. When I first heard this song, I really enjoyed it. And honestly, it is still one of Green Day's greatest deep cuts. But over time, if I ever re-listen to this album on shuffle, I did skip this song sometimes. But recently, I've been listening to the album in my car, and I haven't been skipping it, and I still really enjoy this song. Another thing I like about this song is the guitar sound. It sounds really punchy, and overall the chord progression is pretty catchy. I am going to give this song a 6 out of 10. It's a good song, but if I was at a Green Day concert, it would be hyped to hear, but if they were taking requests, I would probably request Dry Ice instead. Honestly, one of my favorites from this album. This song is about really despising someone who you really just don't know. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, out of character, this song I can pretty much say defined 2019, and same with Paper Lanterns. But back in character, this song I honestly really love. Billy's vocals are really good, and same with the guitar tone, and the end part where it's just a interlude sounds cool, as well as pretty much everyone's just pounding at their instruments. I give this song a 8 out of 10, and I just love it. It's really one of my favorites. And this song interludes to a song that I think everyone has probably heard, or everyone knows. If you were around in the 90s and constantly watched MTV when they played music, you probably saw this music video all the time and know this song very well from its infamous bass line. As the band's first hit single, this song is about being lazy and spending your days doing nothing but smoking weed and having fun with your right hands. I like the song's simple chord progression and the nice little solo at the end, and of course the bass line is amazing, which apparently Mike Dirnt wrote while high on LSD. Also, this song is named after a street in Washington. When I edit this, I'll put a picture of the street name if some other crazed Green Day fan was able to find it. Now, I am going to be honest, I do really enjoy the songs, but there are other singles that I enjoy more. So I give this song a 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna go into Paradise. As the album's second single, and the song actually originally coming from Kerplunk, the song is about the difficulties of living alone for the first time, and the song is also about when Billy lived in Oakland. Now, if I had to choose between the Kerplunk version and the Dookie version, I would choose the Dookie version. While I like both of them equally, I think the Dookie version has more of a kick to it. The song starts off with the familiar guitar sound we all know, and soon after, the drums kick right in along with the bass. I really love the energy of this song, especially hearing it live. The energy is even crazier, especially the transition part with the guitar feedback in the background. I have to give this song a 8 out of 10, as over time, it's become one of my favorites off the album. As the sixth album of the track, As the sixth track of the album, this song is from the perspective of a man who is in an abusive relationship, as throughout the song, you can hear the lyrics depicting what this guy is going through. This track has some dark humor to help make the song sound less mopey, if that's the best way to explain it. To me, this track has a different sound than some of the other songs. It has a country sound lyrically, but of course with that punk sound still being there. I love the solo on the song, and for a while, this was one of my top favorites on the album, but over time, I continuously listened to this album over many periods of time. I'd say I'd give this song a 7 out of 10. It's a great deep cut off this album, but this song gets overshadowed by the next track of the album. As the third single off of the album, and Green Day's most popular song ever, well, at least based on Spotify, Basket Case was the first Green Day song I have ever heard from my sister's iPod Nano. This song is about Billy Joe's struggles with anxiety, and there's a reason why this is one of Green Day's most popular songs, and it's because a lot of people can relate to it. There's also a lot of cool tidbits about the song that people may or may not know. Well, you probably know if you're a really big Green Day fan like me. In demo versions of the song, the lyrics are, "She said my life's a bore," while in the final version he sings, "He said my life's a bore." Billy changed the line so he could have a nod to his bisexuality. The music video was originally black and white, but after the video was done, they added in color. As you can see, some of the masked people are still black and white, while their mask has color. Also, one of my lies for Kerplunk has a similar chord progression. Let me show you. Cut to the guitar playing. Alright, so in order for you guys to hear me, I have to use this headset mic, so I'm sorry if the audio quality sounds a little bit different. But for Basket Case, the chord progression is simply just... There we go. Had to tune it a bit. So the chord progression is... Wow, with one of my lies, it's simply just down 2 frets. Like that, pretty much. Hey, it's interesting, right? Anyways, this has become one of my favorite Green Day songs over time. While it might get overplayed on the radio, it still makes me happy to hear this song, and always hearing that drum fill lead into the chorus always gets me pumped up. For the very first time in my history of reviewing albums, I give this song a 10 out of 10. Not because it's Green Day's most popular song, but because I just really love this song and it has a special connection to me. But to be honest, there is another song that I love even more. Personally, one of my favorite songs off the album, and probably one of my favorite Green Day songs of all time. My good friend NintendoLper heard this song live back in August of 2021, which when he told me about his time at the concert, he told me that it made him love this song even more seeing it live. This song is about a poem Billy Joe was shown by his then girlfriend with the same name. By the way, the girlfriend was not named She, the poem was named She. The song's simple chord progression alongside the nice bass line makes the song really catchy. One of the most popular live performances of this song is from Jaded in Chicago in '94, which has Billy Joe going on a whole tangent during the bass line part at the beginning. Over the years of listening to this song always roars me with energy and has become one of my favorites by them, and it's even Billy Joe's favorite off the album as well. For the second time in history of me reviewing reviews, I give this song a 10 out of 10, as it'll always hold a special place in my heart for getting me through middle and high school. As the 9th track off the album, Sassafras Roots is about wasting your time with your friends and not wanting to do anything. Fun fact, this song is about the same girl from the previous song. Over time, as I listened to this song more, I really liked how the chord progression and the bass lines go together. I know I said that to the similar to the last song, but it hits the same thing with this song. I give this song a 7 out of 10, and I would have rated it higher, but it depends honestly on what mood I am in when I'm listening to the song. This is yet again another great deep cut off the album, but as we saw a similar situation in the track list, this song gets overshadowed by the next song. Alongside Basket Case and Longview, this was also on constant replay on MTV, and I understand why. As the album's last single, When I Come Around, is about someone wanting a more casual relationship while the significant other wants something more serious but doesn't really know how to deal with it mentally. This is also one of my other favorite Green Day songs of all time, as this was one of the first songs I really got into back in 2017 when I started listening to more of their music. And fun fact, this is one of NintendoLper's and my first songs that I and he learned on guitar. The simple chord progression, the catchy bass line, Trey's powerful drumming, and the lyrics is the reason why this song got so popular and why so many people, including me, really like this song. I give this song a 10 out of 10 because without finding this song, I probably wouldn't have gone into Green Day and discovered all of their music and just overall how great of a band they are. As the 11th track of the album, this song is about Billy Joe at the age of 17 coming out as bisexual. Over time, as I would listen to the album, or if this song came up in my Spotify, I grew to like the song as I loved how aggressive the guitar sounds, and overall, this song would just get me really pumped up. Now, you're probably asking why? Again, it's just the overall guitar. I could just feel Billy Joe strumming really aggressively throughout this song. I give this song a 8 out of 10. I love the strong message of this song, as there are many people out there that can relate strongly to the meaning of the song. And hopefully many more people will find the song and maybe it will help them out as well. As the 12th track of the album, this song is about seeing someone for the first time in a really long time and not knowing who they are and not really liking them. Over time, as I listened to this song, I've had many times where I would be really into it, or it would just be another song on the album that I liked. I really love the chord progression throughout the whole song, and the bass and the drums really shine throughout the breakdown in the middle. I give this song a 7 out of 10, and I would have rated it higher, but it depends on what mood I am in when I'm listening to the song, similar to Sassafras Roots. Also, I remember the times in middle school and into early high school when this song got me through some really rough patches. As the second to last track on the album, this song is about Billy Joe's mom going on dates with other guys after his father's death. This song is pretty fast paced, and the breakdown part with the bass and guitar is pretty good. Personally, this song has never really stood out to me. Don't get me wrong, it's a great song, but again, similar with Sassafras Roots and the previous song I just talked about, it really depends on the mood I'm in for me to be really into it. I give this song a 6 out of 10. If I was in a certain mood or if I felt a certain way, I would definitely rate this a 7. As the last track of the album, it starts off with an acoustic guitar and Billy Joe venting out his thoughts about being fed up with the people around him and ready to cut all ties by telling them exactly how he feels. After the acoustic part, the song goes into full force with all three of them playing with aggression, perfectly ending the album. I will say this. If I'm in a shitty mood, this song is an 8 out of 10. But if I'm in a normal mood, such as right now, this song is a 7 out of 10. Over time, I grew to like this song, and I think it's a great way to end their first major album. Now, I will clarify this. I am not a professional music reviewer, so if I repeat myself or use the exact same vocabulary a lot, I apologize. Overall, Dookie is a great album, and if you have the chance, please give it a full listen. Now, over the years, there have been other bands that I've grown to like, such as Blink-182, and actually far more recently, The Starting Line. Maybe in the future, I will try to discuss their albums, or maybe review another Green Day album. Such as this. This review, I am not kidding, has been in the work for 5 years. I will literally put I will put a picture on screen of when the doc was created when I started writing this review. I don't know why it took that long. I think it's mainly because of me trying to find the right words to talk about some songs in the album, or it's just my laziness, or me being too focused on wanting to learn guitar. I really don't know. All right, let's see if I know how to do this properly now. If you guys enjoyed this review, please hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Is that still a thing? The notification bell? Like the video, that. Comment what you like, what's your favorite Green Day song, your favorite song off of Dookie. Good. Bye-bye. Goodbye.